Well, it's Friday morning, so you know what that means. Another movie review roundtable. Today's movie, The Other Guys. The trailer didn't make me laugh, except in one part. But that part makes me laugh every time.
So I haven't even considered this movie. I've given it no thought at all. I guess it'll be funny.
I think I'm gonna see 4 or 5 people who are really good at playing their own stereotype try and battle each other and see if it turns out to be funny.
I'm super excited for this because The Rock's in it and Samuel L. Jackson, and you put those two on screen and you got like 100% badass.
Farrell, I'm iffy if he tones it down, and Mark Wahlberg. I think they're interesting together.
It was entirely too long, first of all. I think the most it wasn't a total bust, but I think the most interesting part was what was up during the end credits. I don't know if anybody else stayed for the end credits, but that was the most interesting part to me.
Oh, you guys.
It was just a bunch of statistics on everything that has been falling down with America's economy.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is interesting because it had, I guess plot-wise it had something to do with the movie, but it had nothing to do with the theme of the movie.
It's like they had the political intent behind it, but it got lost.
It wasn't that kind of film.
It was.
What did you think?
Too long, agreed. And it started out, everybody was laughing a lot, and you could tell through the middle and the end it just died. Everybody was just, once in a while, a laugh to be nice to them.
Too many parts, too many subplots that they were trying to give equal time to. They just spread it out, and if you can't commit to one storyline, or you choose the storyline that you like, let's say it's the 2 cops that are buddies, and you like watching that, when it gets to like Will Ferrell and his wife, you're just kind of like, oh, all right, this is getting old.
That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Agreed,
in the beginning.
But having to go back
in the beginning.
to it consistently.
Agreed. Okay,
like,
I'll give you that.
Yeah, they should have stopped after the first.
It was funny.
What did you think, Nick?
Well, I was on the fence about buying a Prius, but now that I know how much damage and bullet holes it can take and still run just fine.
As a red Prius owner, the whole movie I was like, yeah, that's my car. I had the same problem that everybody had, that I thought it was too long. There was a point where I actually was like, I could take a quick nap
and not miss anything.
and not miss anything, which is not a good sign for a movie. And I agree, I was laughing a lot, and then throughout I would snicker, but I was like, when they would go back to the girlfriends, I'm like, I don't care, just solve the case already.
The storyline was predictable. I knew, you know from the beginning what the end is going to be. It's like a matter of you wanting them. Yeah.
After the beginning, I didn't care. Yeah. I thought they were really good in the beginning.
The entertaining part of this is taking the different character archetypes that you have, like with Mark Wahlberg and with Will Ferrell and Sam Jackson and all those guys that played throughout it, and seeing how they ping pong off one another through the adventure that they're set out, which tries to be this big New York corporate Wall Street fucking hullabaloo.
Yeah.
And what they wind up doing is separating those characters, and the interaction doesn't happen, and it seems like they just kept on throwing in more and more characters.
Throw in one-liners.
So
there were some good one-liners.
When
I was watching it though, I kept thinking, okay, there's the joke. Now they're going to push it. They're going to go, what can we say that would push it further?
Right, exactly.
There it is. And I don't think that that's really good script writing. No. I think that's just them reaching for jokes.
They could have cut 25% of the movie out. It would have been a lot tighter, and I think it would have been funnier if they had just cut off the excess storylines.
Yeah.
Or leave it before it was dead already. Just stop feeding it.
I just think that the storyline, the plot with the bank and financial side of it didn't work with the medium that they were taking it through. Like this style, this theme, these characters, these actors didn't mesh with that storyline. I don't know, it felt...
You guys are talking like you're watching Chocolat or some shit. We watched a movie from the writers of SNL. This is just supposed to be humorous. There's,
Well, it wasn't though. 48 Hours is kind of the same thing. Remember that movie? And it had a theme kind of like this, but it was funny. It was just well done. And this one didn't hit that mark.
That's what I'm saying, is that they put all the puzzle pieces in place by saying that Will Ferrell's character used to be an accountant or something like that. And then here we are, and they wind up being in this big corporate structure Ponzi scheme thing. So yeah, the puzzle pieces are there, but do they fulfill any of them thoroughly? No, they don't.
No.
And as far as like the length and the writing, I think one of the things that you were saying, Jen, is setting up a joke and then seeing how far they push it. I think a lot of that comes from improv. I think one of the writing styles for this is that they have a script and then they go and then they say, okay, it's Will's turn, go Will. And he does what he does really well. But the thing is
they just needed to edit it more.
But we know his structure.
Yeah.
And once you know his structure and you like it, that's why you go back to early Will Ferrell movies. And
How funny was Marky Mark though? That dude was hilarious in this movie.
He's all right.
He had some good moments, you know, but and I think his juxtaposition.
Well, he was also funny in The Departed too. Like his character in The Departed was,
he was
fucking
great in The Departed.
Yeah, he's a really funny guy.
So the beginning with The Rock and Sam L. Okay, partially, obviously, the effects were trying to be cheesy. I mean, on purpose, because they couldn't do what they would have wanted to do. And I'm still on the roof. I'm still on the roof about how I feel about the whole fall off the roof. Like, part of me wants to be like, yes, best way to get rid of them.
I mean, I like unexpected. I like going with the thing you're not thinking is going to happen, but it was just bam, and they're gone. And
I really liked it because, well, in the trailer it makes it seem like they're going to be like a crucial part of the story, and then in the first 2 minutes they're gone. And I love that because it made me feel like the movie was propelling somewhere. Like it was like, okay, we're going somewhere, and it was totally commenting on itself as a style. Like, yeah, that was really stupid, and there's no reason for us to have done that, but
I also
we
loved
did.
how Batman was captain.
Yeah.
So good seeing Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton up there, and he was just like quoting TLC songs. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And that was hilarious.
That was like a perfect Michael Keaton character.
That was great.
I just watched Beetlejuice like a couple days ago.
All I could think of was Beetlejuice, one of my favorites.
Well, I loved his Bed Bath and Body or Beyond that character. Yeah, that was so good. That was good. So it's weird because there were definitely gems in the movie, but they
Some of the one-liners from Marky Mark and some of the improv from Will Ferrell. It's what I'm saying. If you cut out 25% of the movie, it would have been much better.
Breathing apparatus is that part of it.
that was good. Yeah.
See, that built up the expectation. You thought it was going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
And then it let you down.
I'd see the other guys. You can see it here, or you can Netflix it. It's worthy. Definitely.
Do not pay any money to see this. If you have Netflix and you're bored in a few months, then you can instant view it on your computer. That would be my recommendation.
I'd say if you're a diehard Will Ferrell fan, this is right up your alley. Otherwise, you'll be really happy Netflixing it.
If you like Will Ferrell, you'll like this. He's a little toned down. He's not full out Will Ferrell, which I thought was going to be better. So maybe you wouldn't like it, but definitely rent or matinee.
Okay, Will Ferrell fans, definitely see it. Action movie fans who like action comedy, maybe see it. It's not as good as, say, a movie like Date Night. It's funny, but a lot of times I was really bored and I was kind of waiting for it to end and it just kept going. And a movie shouldn't feel that long. So in my opinion, I would have been happy waiting for DVD.